Eff the algorithm. Eff the results. It's not about the results. It is about the journey. And I know this sounds like cliche, but it is about who you're becoming as you do it, as you mess up, as you show up for yourself, as you're like, it's not about, this many people saw it, this many people. No, it is not about that. And we pay so much attention to that. We are here to be free. Good morning, Spirit Familia. Welcome, welcome to another video where we walk together. My name is Estefania. This is Spirit-Led Steph. And if you feel moved and want to continue this journey together, and it touches your heart what I'm sharing, I welcome you. I invite you to give some love on the subscribe button, on the like button. Honestly, whatever comes to your heart, because we're not trying to beg for things, We're just trying to align with the people who are ready for this message. We're trying to align with the people who are ready to walk together. Like that beautiful saying, like we are being ourselves so that the people who are looking for us can find us. That's what we're doing. And so, yeah, this is a beautiful opportunity to connect. YouTube is new in my life. 111, yeah, new, completely new. It is like this new, undiscovered, uncharted territory that I'm stepping into, that I'm taking a leap into, and it is changing my life. It is changing my energy. It is allowing me to step into the most fullest, authentic version of myself. And for that, I am so thankful. And so I come on here to invite you, to remind you that if there is something like this, whether it's YouTube or it's something else that you have been longing to step into, that you're ready for, that you have things to share. I personally don't take notes. I'm not preparing these videos, yeah? Because this is a spirit-led life, a devoted life, a mystical life, a life of getting closer to the divine. Because as I get closer to the divine, as I surrender more, I get to know myself more. I release the concepts of what I thought I was, and I understand more of who I truly am and what we're here to do, to be done through, 222. Because it is a life of union. It is a life of surrender. It is a life of continuously working with the divine. And so I invite you all, whether it doesn't have to be in that same direction, right? But whether it's art, whether it's something that you've been wanting to truly move forward in for yourself, that is authentic and true to you, do it. Do it. Do not hold back. And it's not about the first thing you do, the first time you're doing it, being perfect. Absolutely not. It's about showing up. It's about doing it again and again. And it's also about, and this is what this video is about. Welcome, everyone, by the way. I'm Estefania, and this is Spirit-Led Steph. A place where I keep things authentic. I show up as I am. Makeup one day, no makeup. Not really planning what's going to be said or what's going to be done, letting myself be done through, because this is an ability that we all have, that we can all tap into, and purifying the mind and being aware, right? And handing over, having the humility to understand that the spiritual journey is the life journey, that the life journey is the spiritual journey. And it's inviting us again and again to get to know who we truly are. To get to know what God truly is, beyond all concepts, beyond limitations, beyond, I can't really see. The sun is so bright. 1 second. Let me move a little further this way. Look at these. I got these little horsies next to me today. Like, yay, beautiful. Hey, buddy. They're busy eating. And so, yeah, this is about stepping into an authentic life. It is about stepping into the version of yourself that you were always meant to be, that God has prepared the way for you to be, because it's who you are, and yet you're starting to discover that. And you can only discover that by stepping in, by leaning in, by messing up along the way, but listening to the call of the heart, 444 as I say that. That's really what we're here to do, and that's my invitation. Good morning, good morning. And so, I really feel like, we worry so much about like perfection, about perfecting things, about results, about approval, and we can never truly be our authentic selves if that's what's on our mind. That is a limiting, blocking, a soul-sucking. Those are all soul-sucking. There's the donkey. He's approving. Those are all soul-sucking energies, ideas, because any energy comes from an idea. Remember, the mind is the source, right? The Course in Miracles is teaching us the mind is the source of all things. Then this experience, we are to be responsible for what is showing up for us and responsible for what's showing up in our mind. The mind watching is so important. How am I expecting perfectionism of myself? How am I believing that being perfect is going to get me something in this world somehow? Right? And we all know ultimately and logically that perfection in the physical world doesn't exist. And yet we somehow continuously try, right? And it's just like, it's a deviation, it's a detour, it's a distraction to us showing up as we are and actually unraveling the version that God has for us to become, that we are in essence. And so we hold ourselves back. We don't show up as we truly are. And we hold this version that we all deserve to be for ourselves, for the world, for our family. And so going back to this idea of perfection, approval, competition, results, F that, forget all of that. And honestly, look, I'm here talking on the phone and I'm already thinking, look, there's people walking around. I know I've spoken about this before, but it's becoming conscious and it's stepping in anyway. It's doing it anyway. Yeah, good morning, buen día. And so, Eff the algorithm. Eff the results. It's not about the results. It is about the journey. And I know this sounds like cliche, but it is about who you're becoming as you do it, as you mess up, as you show up for yourself, as you're like, it's not about, this many people saw it, this many people. No, it is not about that. And we pay so much attention to that. We are here to be free. And if we are paying attention to likes, like significantly caring about it, yes, it's nice to be like, oh my God, cool, these people are liking the video. Beautiful, look at these comments and how it's touching people's lives. It's not about denying that or being like, well, who cares? No, it's not the other end of the spectrum. We're not going from one side of the coin to the other side of the coin, right? We are being reasonable. We are focusing on what truly matters, on what is truly meaningful. And what is truly meaningful is what's happening within us as we show up to these things, as we show up for ourselves. It is not the results. It is not, the algorithm and what it's doing for us. The true algorithm is the spirit. That is the only algorithm that truly exists. Everything else is a farce, right? Everything else is a copy. A false copy, an illusion. It is you and the spirit, okay? If you want to call it you and the universe. God's energy guiding you, swifting you through like that train. This is what it is, folks. We are here to be free, and we cannot be free if we're thinking about what results we're going to get. If we're thinking about what other people are actually doing, unless we're using it to inspire us, unless we're using it to support them, if it becomes some form of separation, of we're different, or this person is there and I'm here. If that's what it becomes, toss it. Toss it, because it is chaining you. It is holding you down. Let go. We let go of results. We let go of the idea that we have to be or look or a certain way, or that another person is performing or something has turned out for them that's different for us. We let go. Those are all traps. That's why the mind watching is so important. Those are all traps to keeping us out of alignment with who we truly are, with the moment. Because the moment, 10-10 as I say that, the moment is where our true freedom lies. When we're looking at results, that's not the moment. When we're looking at comparison, what they've done, and it's a whole idea of a person and what they've done, we have no idea. We truly have no idea. We're like isolating certain aspects, videos, information that we have about someone in someone's life, and we are portraying them in that way. And it is false. It is incomplete. It does not represent the whole picture. People's stories are so much more, just like your story. How many people know your story? How many people know exactly what you've been through? How many people know what you went through yesterday, right? So how can we look at someone's YouTube? How can we look at anyone's videos, anyone's art, anyone's books, whatever, put, music releases, fame, status, whatever it is that we're looking at, and in some part of us, which is egoic, okay, and it's not bad, but we are bigger. Yeah, spirit in us is bigger to become aware of what we're looking at, of what we're deviating to, what we're wasting our time on, because it's not the meaningful. Literally, the whole Course in Miracles is helping us separate what is meaningful from what is meaningless. Becoming truly clear on what is meaningful. On what is meaningful and what is meaningless. Right? I'm right here by the headquarters of the park. I'm like, I wonder if I should take a walk the other way. Maybe I should. This is your reminder to forget the algorithm, to forget other video content creators, to forget the results, to forget about trying to be perfect when you make a video. Just do it. Just start. And if you've already started, then just continue. Just keep going, showing up for yourself and the divine, the gift that the divine has given you to share, to express who you are, what it is that's on your heart. And the divine is giving you the opportunity to show up in whichever way, How many times was I like, I can't start YouTube. I can't do this. I only have a phone. I don't have the mics that the people have, all these fancy stuff. I don't have the time to set up a little thing. And yeah, I have my kid. I have to take him to school. I have work. I have things to do that at this point in my life is the season, is what's showing up for me. And that's okay. And so I work with what I got, right? I'm not trying to create something out, go out of my way to create something that's then gonna be impossible for me to sustain. Do what you can sustain. Do what works for you. I am literally on my phone, no mic. And I've kept telling myself, I gotta get one of those mics, and maybe I will, but I'm not gonna wait for the mic. I'm not waiting for the mic. So we're seizing the moment, and we are stepping in to following the heart. And as we follow the heart, we watch our mind and we see how it's kind of like walking down a path, and there's these little traps along the way, right? And the ego has these traps. And remember, the ego is back in the mind. It's not some separate entity around, separate from you. This is something that's already been set up in the mind, in the dream, in the game, in the matrix. But now we're starting to become aware. We're starting to understand, that these are all deviations and blockages to us being who we truly are, to us living the meaningful life, to us accessing the abundance, the authenticity of our being. And so as we walk, there will be the trap of comparison. As we walk, there will be the trap of results or lack thereof. As we walk, there will be the trap of perfectionism. As we walk, there will be the trap of doubt and fear. Even to make this video today, I've been making videos now for 2 months, and making this video today, I had taken a whole week in spring break. I made one video over the course of the break, which is the last one I posted. Yeah. But you could feel, I could feel in my body how there was like a little bit of anxiety or like nervousness or like unsureness about doing it again. What am I going to talk about? Are people caring about what I'm saying? All these doubt thoughts, man. And it's because I've taken sort of a break, right? I was doing a lot of videos, and it's just because my life led me that way. My daughter got a bit sick. I caught some of it. So it was time to take a break, to just recover, to just be. And coming back is like, even though I've already stepped forward, right? I've already been doing this. I've already been listening to the heart. And I'm doing this, and I still have the doubts. The trap comes up in the middle of the road. Oh no, maybe do it another day. Yeah? Maybe wait till you feel more confident. No, confidence comes from walking, not from waiting to feel the confidence. Confidence comes from taking the action, from stepping forward. And like I said in my confidence video, right? It's trust, real, rooted trust in the divine, which automatically allows us to trust ourselves, not ourselves with a small s, but ourselves with a capital S, the divine us, the one that is rooted in God, that is rooted in love, outside of institutions, outside of concepts that we've learned about God. No, we're talking about a presence, a love that is guiding us, that is our true identity. This is what we're talking about here, right? And so we are here, we're being called to listen to that voice and not be afraid, and know that there will be seeming traps on the way, but they're all illusory traps, right? So what we're doing? We're cutting away the illusions, like almost like snakes on the path, and you have a blade and they come out. Yeah, and I'm sorry, snakes. I love snakes. Honestly, it's just an image, and snakes are beautiful parts of nature. And I think that in many ways we've created this massively negative connotation because of our own fear, because how they look and slither, and they have their own beautiful part in the circle of nature and life in this dream, right? So because true life is in the divine. So it's always important to kind of make those distinctions, and they are important for me to make in these videos. In the end, people will interpret what they interpret, but I think it's helpful to have those distinctions made. And so yeah, these traps, imagine it like you're walking through a dream, and these, or all different types of creatures come out, and you have the sword of authenticity. You have the sword of confidence and trust and conviction. And you just notice it, and you're like, interesting. There goes confidence trying to competition trying to come out and swipe me down, right? There goes expectations and results. There goes perfectionism. All these different, pretty much dark thoughts, because they're illusions. They're not true. And they keep us trapped. They are not what's in the light. The light is freedom. The light is pure authenticity. The light is self-love and love for all things, because self-love includes all things. And the opposite is true. Love for all things includes self-love. Love is all-encompassing, limitless, boundless, not not bound or not limited to any type of religion or any type of person or place. No. And so is God. And so let's break not only the barriers of our mind in connection to who God is and what the divine is, but break the barriers of our own mind in connection to our own capability, in connection to our talents, in connection to what we have to serve and how we can step forward in this world and make a meaningful life out of this dream. Meaningful in the sense that we always know that true meaning comes from the divine. True meaning comes from our truest essence. And yet we can be the bringers of that light, the bearers of that light into any situation, conversation, video, whatever it may be. Let's take up the beautiful role we've been given. And that is not a role of the world. It is a role of trust, of actually releasing roles. It is a role of humility, of surrender, and of trusting, okay, I'm stepping into this because it's what God's calling me to. It's what my heart's, directing me to. And I will see it unfold. That is the only role. All the physical aspects may change. Maybe the thing you're doing today, like me doing YouTube, in 5 years will be something very different. It will morph, it will change, but that is the work of the Spirit. That is how life works, 111, as I say that. We allow ourselves to be moved. We go like water. We, We adapt and move into the things that are calling us. Because that is what the universe has for us. That is what Spirit is calling us to. Good morning. And so, it's like, if we don't, we will feel the meaninglessness. If we don't, sooner or later, depression will come through. Jet or some sort of airplane. If we don't, we are not entrusting what God has given us, the identity that has truly been given us, to show up, to do works in whatever way. 222. It's actually 2222. Show up and do the works of God, of love, while we walk this path together, while we figure it out. We don't get stuck on the traps of the path. We stay on the path and we continue walking. We step forward, we trust, and realize that the moment is here. The moment is now. There's a red cardinal. That's the beep beep that you hear right in front of me. And so, maybe you guys, if anybody knows the meaning of a red cardinal, you can put it in here. So let's do this. We've been doing it already, and we continue to do this. And we become aware of what the traps are. We become aware of what is showing up to distract us, to deviate. And we're not falling for it, friends. We're not. Because we are here to serve a greater, bigger purpose. We are here to humble ourselves and yet, in that humility, step forward in confidence. Isn't that interesting? So I invite you all to do this in whatever aspect of your life you feel that call to do so. We walk together. Comment, let's do this. I've said it on different, or anything that comes to heart, right? I've said it on different videos. Let's do this, because this is really what I feel. The mind is one. We are all interconnected. So the call is not just for me. The call is for all of us. In whatever chapter of our story that we are, step forward. Forget about the results. Forget about the comparison. Forget about the perfectionism. You are here to be you. You are here to let you be unraveled to you as you walk, as you listen. That's it. Let the rest unfold. Let spirit surprise you. There we go. Let's say, spirit, surprise me. I trust. And put a little dove if you made it this far. Love you all. Thank you for being here. And yeah, until the next video. Look at that beautiful path. Let's walk this path, my friends.